ahead. Well, guys, let me just weigh in on something real quick, and then I'm gonna come right back to you, brother, because you came back. Thanks for coming back. Let me just say this real quick. You know, when I came to Black YouTube, I was always focused on what was wrong, like content for brothers, Black men, and some other Black community things. And one of the things I found out, the conscious community and other factions of community cater highly to women. And there's no disrespect to anybody in the conscious community, no disrespect to a lot of people in the Black community. They cater to women. And the attitude towards men is, it's your fault, you're fucking up, and things like that. And I'm not going to say that Black men don't have their problems, but people want to know why, like, the manosphere is so hot on YouTube. Why do these shows be so hot over here? And I'll tell you why it is. Because these are conversations for Black men that nobody else wants to have. Go to Obsidian show, it's hot. You go to BGS Hangouts on the weekend, it's hot. The reason why it is because nobody cares about what Black men have to say. And everybody wants to call out Black men for you ain't doing shit. But you don't want to call out who's creating the men, those people, right? And it's what I want to say. You have women can get away with everything. They have welfare. They have the system with them. They can get educated. You know, diversity. Like I said, what's the affirmative action? They're a woman and they're Black. You know, they get the advantage of everything, and they go out and they do whatever they want in society. And nobody says, you can't say anything to them. And when they create situations, and nobody can make a woman have a baby. A woman has a baby because she wants to. When they bring in kids in bad situations, then you want to blame these boys while you're fucked up. I'm going to call them out. I understand your point, Nook. But at the same time, if you're going to call them out, call out the people that create those situations. Do you understand that these boys that come up in the street, you can't tell them shit? They're hyper masculine. They're emotional. Where does that come from? Because nobody can tell them nothing but their moms. These kids can get away with anything. And if something happens to them in the streets and the police kill them or the police do something, they're requiring white supremacy. Oh, the white man. You see what the white man do? You see this? No, I don't think that's always true. Because yes, white folks do stuff, but you do have a personal choice. And what happens is in America, in the Western world, Black women can get away with whatever they want. And then when they produce things like this woman that was beating her son at the Baltimore riots, she has like 5 different kids by 5 different niggas or something like that. And she had no job and she was beating her son. And Oprah said she was a mother of the year. Oh, you a good sister. What? What? Are you fucking serious? I'm from Del Paso Heights. Okay. I've seen double casket funerals. And I know you're from Philly, George. I know you've seen a lot of shit. Maybe even more so than me. But what we don't want to talk about is that Black women in America, they have no incentive to do whatever they want to do or to respect brothers. And so when they do it and they create these situations, now, if they go and have a baby, that's also personal accountability. Because if you get pregnant, nobody tells you to go have that baby. And I can raise this baby by myself. I don't need no man. That attitude, that vitriol. And then when them kids end up not being shit, then you Black men are complaining. That's what I hear. And then you wonder why Black men don't want to be in Black community circles. For what? Who the fuck wants to hear some shit like that? No, Black men are tired of hearing that shit. You Black men are weak. You Black women are lame. Whoa. Okay. Do you tell women that? I mean, we're in a situation of equality now. You know, women can get away with everything they want. They can say, he raped me. Is what a woman can say. He raped me. Oh, the baby is yours. Come to find out, the baby is not yours. But guess what? You gotta pay child support for that fucking kid. This is what women can do. They get away with murder. Murder. Everybody knows the laws are unfair against men. And then we still have people to say, then you men are weak. Well, man, who creating these men? You cannot separate the men from who are raising them. A lot of these women will say, I want to be a mother. I don't want a husband. I just want to have children. I want to be a single mother. I don't need a husband. And then that boy ends up fucked up. Hold on. That boy ends up fucked up. These black men are weak. Look at what these black men are doing. And then you say, oh, black, this is why black women are taking care of the community. Come on. A lot of this shit is just disingenuous. And I'm sorry. But you wonder why black men are going to white women. You wonder why nobody wants to hear the bullshit. I'm sorry, I have to say that. That is, and that needs to be addressed. Nook, I love you like a brother. George, I love you like a brother. But some of the shit y'all saying is disingenuous than a motherfucker. And usually I moderate, but I had to get a part of this tonight. Y'all niggas, I'm just saying. That a lot of that shit y'all are saying, y'all don't you empathize, you sympathize, but you don't empathize. That means, oh, I feel sorry for you, but I don't understand where you're coming from. You say you do, but there's no way you can really look at the black community right now and say that you understand. There's no way you can do that. So I just had to say that. I'll let you guys return a fire on that. But let me do that. Let me go to my brother, Black Ice TV. And then I'll let the brothers come back on that. Go ahead, Black Ice.
Brother, you was just got in, bro.
I had to go in. I'm tired of niggas. Shit. I mean,
listen,
don't get it twisted. I know how to turn it up too to the motherfucker. You know, I'm O'Shea Jackson.
I'm feeding you. I feel the frustration of some of the comments of the council. And don't think again, in England, same thing. Diversive relationships, women taking men to court. All sorts is going on. Like, you're not going to get away from it wherever you are. But it's a hard one because all those situations that you've described are still set up for you to fall into. And again, we got to remember, every day you can make choices, innit? Every day you can decide to do what you need to do to better your own life. But you really got to remember that those situations that you just described, whether it's weak-ass men who aren't looking after their kids, down to shit women who are just having 5 baby fathers and not letting nobody see none of the kids and just taking all the money, that shit is a preconceived setup. So we got to remember that. And again, if we're trying to save the community, if we're talking about trying to save the community and do what's best for the community, then we're going to have to address the situation head on and understand that both men and women are going to have to make different choices when you're talking about meeting a partner, a potential partner. And I'm with Sly, I think that's your name, brother, in the blue t-shirt, who started off the show, when he's saying we all have to understand the cutoff point. There has to be self-love before you can love someone else. So if somebody is chatting certain levels of shit, trying to put you through certain levels of stress, there comes a point where you're going to have to understand when to say, nah, enough is enough. It's time for you to go now because you're counterproductive to my life. Yeah, and you can't live through someone else. So you're going to have that mental tolerance to a certain point, but there has to be a cutoff for dysfunctional relationships. But the real talk is that we're really about this black community. We're gonna have to go right back to basics, stop having babies before we've even thought about love, and then try and do the love and the relationship shit backwards, because that's what's happening a lot of the time. You're dropping 2 kids and then you're thinking about being with someone and wanting to love someone and wanting to go through the dating mechanisms that you should have done when you had no kids, but now you're trying to do it with kids. It's that kind of backward mentality that's fucking us up. But the realness of it is we have to take responsibility for our everyday actions when it comes to us sexually expressing ourselves. Yeah, but we can't at the same time forget the preconceived traps that have been laid for us to think like this. Yeah, you're not going to get away from that. There's no denying the way the system is set up to make women think that they don't need a man. There's no denying that. That's what it is. That's what they've been presented with. So you're gonna have women acting out of turn. Same way you're gonna have men in a lot of situations with no father figure, yeah, no proper family structure. They ain't gonna be respecting no women. Yeah, they don't even know what true love is because again, they've never personally been shown love. So how the fuck are they supposed to show someone else love? So when you remember those angles, I can only hope that it slows you ever so slightly from going to war with that potential partner that you're with. And again, I'm speaking from a place where I've had to take my baby mother to court, my first baby mother, and go through all of that drama and not see my kids for a certain amount of time and all the rest of it. But I've also been subjected to a situation where the mother, that same mother who luckily we worked it out, she passed away. So for the last 3-4 years, coming on 4 years now, I've been a single parent. So I've had to realize what it's about when it comes to raising children and understand the complexities of that and have a newfound respect for women and understand why they need protecting, why they need to be worked with. Because now I'm a single parent. Trust me, I fucking know about it. Yeah, okay. I know about it. And I've got boys. So it's a lot easier because it's a reflection eternal thing. If I had girls right now, this conversation could be a whole lot different. If I never had a relationship with my kids from the time they were babies till now, that could have been a whole next situation. So I just want people to have that balance in their head.